हेलो एवरीवन, आई होप यू ऑल आर गुड। वेलकम टू द कोड विद प्रशांत। आज हम स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं डे 2 पर जावास्क्रिप्ट। एज आई हैव डिस्कस द फुल स्टैक ट्रेनिंग प्लान, okay, where I have mentioned like in day 2 we will start a JavaScript. So let's start. Okay, so what is JavaScript? So JavaScript basically the programming language of the web. It can update and change both HTML and CSS. It can calculate, manipulate and validate data, right? So as we discuss in HTML CSS, like HTML is the structure and CSS for the styling, and JavaScript will give you the behavior of the web page, right? Like if you are clicking something, if you are clicking anywhere and on the button click you want to show any pop-up, or you want to change the HTML dynamic content you want to add, so you can do by JavaScript. So this is the basically definition. It is the programming language. It can update and change both HTML and CSS. It can calculate and manipulate, validate data, right? And JavaScript is one of the three language all web developer must learn, right? HTML, CSS you should know first. After it we will learn JavaScript, like JavaScript to program the behavior of web page. Okay, so how we will do it, right? So it is the programming language. Here we will learn about the variables, what is variables, what is data type, okay, and what is logical operators. So basic thing we are going to see in the today class, or we can say lecture session. Okay, so here you can see JavaScript can change the HTML content. Okay, JavaScript can change HTML attribute values. So you can, this is the magic of JavaScript, right? Turn on the light, turn off the light. JavaScript can change the HTML style. Okay, if we will click here, and here you can see the text is now bigger. Okay, so in this way we can work with JavaScript. JavaScript can show HTML element. Okay, and JavaScript run on the browser side, right? So let's go for more detail. This is the JavaScript engine. Okay, so here you can see high level definition. JavaScript is scripting or programming language that allow you to implement complex feature on web page. Every time a web page does more than just sit here, there and display static information for you to look at. Okay, here you can see HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Okay, okay, so here player 1, hello 2. So yeah, these kind of thing we can perform by using JavaScript. So this is just a definition. If you will heard about the JavaScript, like, so what is JavaScript? JavaScript is simply the language, okay, programming language where you can write a coding and perform, you can do the any task. Okay, so and JavaScript is the language where we can write the front end code as well as we can create a like backend code using Node.js. Okay, so it is a runtime environment for Node.js as well as. Okay, so it's a, and if I talk about the framework of JavaScript, like we have the React.js library, right, and Angular, Vue.js. These are the frameworks of the JavaScript which provide the like, this is the core language, and these framework and libraries is built on the JavaScript. Okay, I hope it's clear about the JavaScript introduction part. Okay, so let's proceed with this docs which I have created for you. So what we will cover today: JavaScript basic. Okay, JavaScript basic and syntax. So introduction we have covered already. JavaScript is one of the most widely used programming language in the world. It was originally created to make website interactive, but now it is also used to mobile app development. Yes, mobile app development, like we can use React Native, okay, which is also use the React JS. Desktop application, even server side like programming, Node.js. Okay, so what we are going to cover in this session: variables. What is variables? Data types, primitive data types, non-primitive data types, type coercion, explicit coercion, arithmetic operation, comparison operator, okay, logical operator, conditional. These things we are going to cover today. Okay, so I hope it's clear about the introduction part, right? So now let's move to the variable. Okay, so variable are used to store information that can be referred and manipulated later in a program. They act like container where you can keep values, right? So basically, if you are giving an like you have x variable, and in x variable you are assigning the 10, right? So it hold the 10 value in the memory. So JavaScript provide 3 ways to declare variable: var, let, const. Okay, so what is var? Var is the like old way to declare any variable, but let on after ECMAScript 6 we use the let and const. So let and const are better to use. So like it avoid to use the var. Var is just the like old thing, but same like let and const, there is some difference between let and const. We will discuss it. Okay, so basically for the definition purpose, or like so you can understand this way, like var is the functional scope, let is the block level scope, and const is also the block scope. Okay, var can be redeclared and updated, not recommended in modern JS, right? So it is not recommended to use JavaScript, modern JavaScript. Okay, and let block scope can be updated but not rendered in the same scope. Okay, block scope can be reassigned after initialization. Okay, so don't confuse too much. We this is the like we can use these var, let, const for declaring any variable. Okay, so let's see some example. Okay, what is variables? Here we can also see let. Okay, so firstly we will start with let. Okay, cheers. Because if you are planning to give any interview, so this question is very much important, like difference between the let, const and var, right? So JavaScript variable can be declared in 4 ways: using let, using const, using var, and automatically not recommended. Okay, so let's start with let first. Okay, so here we can create on the day 2 we will JavaScript. Okay, so in JavaScript we can create one file, index.html. okay, HTML5. okay, and here we can create one more file, main.js. okay, and here we can include a script, main.js. okay, so we can write h1 welcome to the day 2 JavaScript script. Okay, so let's start. Let's check this page. Okay, so here you can see welcome to the day 2 JavaScript. Okay, so we can write some coding here, console.log Okay, hello javascript. Okay, so let's inspect it. Main dot, yes, this should be here, right? Yeah, now here you can see hello javascript, it is printed in console. So console log is we can check like what value, like here you can debug basically, like if you want to see any value, like what data is coming, so you can console the variables, basically variables or any data kind of thing you can check here. Okay, so so basically I am adding external file main.js. Okay, okay, so here we can declare some variable. Okay, let name equal to Prashant. Okay, okay, just the different error. Okay, here you can see Prashant is coming, so in name I have this Prashant value. Okay, now use where as well, name 1 equal to Rahul. Okay, then console dot log name 1. This is name this is name 1. Okay, so now let's check what is the error. Oh yeah, okay, so name Prashant, name 1 is Rahul, right? So by using where we are declaring this name variable. Now take it const. Okay, name 2. Okay, and we can take any name like xy chat and console dot log name 2. Okay, here you can see name Prashant, name 1 Rahul, name 2 xy chat. Okay, so now let's check if same thing I am doing. I am reassigning this variable with Rahul 2. Okay, so what happened here? Let's check the name 1. Okay, what value we have for the name 1? Rahul 2 is updated, right? Here you can see what I did. I just take the I am declaring new variable with same name. Okay, so let's try to understand here something. We can declare variable with same name using where, right? And let's try same thing with name, with let. Okay, here so you can see cannot redeclare block scoped variable name. Okay, so it is giving me error, and try to console it. Here I am just change to value, so and let's see what is the. So I am getting this error, identifier name has already been declared, but this error was not coming with when I am declaring variable with using var, right? So this is very good question, like difference between let, const and var. Okay, so you will get the error. Okay, this error you will get. Okay, so we cannot declare with same variable using let. Okay, so now let's check the const. Const give you the same value, same thing, right? Cannot redeclare block scope variable name too. Okay, because let and const are the block level scope. Okay, so it will give the same error. Let me display this error. Okay, so same error we are getting for this. Okay, yeah, so now understand the difference between let and const. Okay, so if what I'm doing here in the name, because I have declared this variable here, right? So now what I'm doing, I'm assigning name in name variable like percent 2. Okay, now I'm consoling it here, already it's console, so you can see values change, right? And here instead of using name we can write let and name 1 var and name 2 const behavior. Okay, so here you can see like I am assigning the new value to the this name variable. Okay, now okay, now see it. Now I am assigning this name to new value A, B, C. Okay, now let's check what will happen. Yeah, uncaught type error assigned to constant variable. So I hope you understand it now, right? Because we cannot we cannot change its value because it's constant. Const means constant, so we cannot change its value, right? So this is about the var, let, const. So we can declare variable using let, const and var, and like difference I think you have understand already by this simple examples, right? So and now see this one. Okay, now just check the data types. There is some more difference, so you can just explore it. If still you have some confusion, you can comment. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay. Now see the data types. What is data types? So JavaScript data types are divided into two main categories: primitive data types and non-primitive data types, right? So this is the interview question as well, right? So what is in JavaScript? There are two kind of data: primitive data types and non-primitive data types. So what is primitive data types? String, number, boolean, null, undefined, symbol, big int. Okay, so string represent text hello, number represent both integer and decimals, boolean represent the true or false, null represent intentional absence of value. Basically null, like there is no value, right? Null means nothing. Undefined variable declare but not assigned a value. Okay, so null is the value but it is nothing, no value. but undefined, their variable is declared but not assign a value. Okay, and symbol, unique and immutable values often used as object key, right? If something like symbol, we can just define any variable using symbol. Okay, so unique and immutable values, right? So you can use symbol, like this is the unique value. Maybe I have id1 and id2, id1 and id1 with same other person, right? Same id with or 2 person. So we can use symbol for uniqueness. Okay, backend used for the very large integer beyond number limits. Okay, so this is the primitive data types. And non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data types are more complex and can store multiple value. They include object, array and function. Okay, so here you can see in this I am declaring one variable let using person, name, Aman, age 22. This is the object. Okay, this is the array. Arrays like can collect a homogeneous kind of data. Like here you can see, here I am assigning one value, and in array we can assign multiple value using this bracket, square bracket. And function, we are declaring function. So function and object and array is the non-primitive data types. Okay, so we can see some example as well here. Data types, we can see here operators, arithmetic operators. So okay, so let's check here data types in JavaScript. Yeah, this is okay. So you can see string, number, begin, boolean, undefined, null, symbol, objective. So like friends, we are just learning in everything like data types. Okay, and let const is the base first thing that we should learn. Okay, now we are moving to the data types. So you know data types now. Okay, how we can declare it, right? We will see it. So here this is about the let const and where. Let const and where. Okay, now see the data types. Okay, so like a directly I can assign 12 here. Okay, this is the basically number data type. Let a equal b equal to hello. Okay, so this is the string data type. Okay, let c equal to any value like true. Okay, true or false. So this is the boolean data type. Okay, let d equal to, here we can check others. Boolean, number, string and null. You know null, like we can define null here, right? So null has no value, but it's a data type. Okay, and if something I declare e and I am console dot log e. Okay, now see what will come in e. Okay. So we have some error. Yeah, we cannot assign value, so this was the error, right? Now you can see, because I declare variable but I didn't give any value. Okay, so that is why it is undefined. Okay, So this is very important, like what is null and what is undefined. So 5 things we have seen. Okay, now see this big int. Okay, so this is the big int. Okay, and for the symbol we can take one example, JavaScript. Okay, so yeah, this one. Yeah, symbol JavaScript data types. Okay, so see this example here. There is no example, so I will show you here. Okay, yeah, this is the example. So here you can see, if I will use this symbol, right? So what is symbol? First, symbol is a built-in object whose constructor return a symbol primitive, also called a symbol value or just a symbol. Okay, so basically you can understand this way. If I define value like const sim2 equal to 4, sim3 equal to 4. Okay, so same value we have, but it is the different identity just because of the symbol. So in this way you can understand. Okay, so same, I am assigning same value but using symbol, so it is making it as a unique ID. Okay, so in this way you can use the symbol. Okay, non-primitive, we will see person, non-primitive. Okay, so this was the primitive data type, primitive. Okay, now see the non-primitive. Okay, so like let f equal to, so array we can take like 1, we can assign some value here, multiple value we can assign in array. Okay, let z equal to one object, here I can assign value name Prashant. Okay, city Noida. Okay, so if I will console dot log f and jet. Okay, now see this, here you can see this is array. Okay, so this is the non-primitive data where we can assign the multiple values. Okay, okay, and this is the function basically, okay, simple function. Okay, now see the type coercion. This is also good for the interview purpose. Okay, type coercion. What is type coercion? Type coercion happen when JavaScript automatically or manually converts one data types into another. Okay, implicit coercion. So implicit coercion happens automatically when operator are applied to different data types, right here, right? So here you can see what I am doing. This is interview question as well, right? So if I am doing console 5 and 2, so what will be the output? Let's see it. Okay, here you can see 5 2 is coming, right? So 5 2, why it is coming? Because it is just a like string, is not, it is not adding, right? String and the numbers equal to 5 2. Okay, so JavaScript implicitly change it as a, like is taking as a string basically. Okay, number 2 convert to string. Okay, yeah, sorry, 5 and 2 is just number 2 converted to the string. So yeah, so 2 is converted to the string. Okay, here 5 and 2, basically what happening here, like 5 is a string and 2 is a number. So here number 2 converted to a string. Okay, and here you can see 5 minus 2 3. So what happened here? String converted to number. So if you are adding something, Okay, so write like 2 is converted to a string. If you are adding like subtracting something, so string converted to the number. Okay, so 5 minus 2 is 3, and 5 and 2 is, it is taking as a string. Okay, and console true plus 1, what will happen? Like in JavaScript, true or false is like true is 1 and false is like 0. Okay, so true is 0 plus 1, true is 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Okay, so this is very important concept in interview, like this question asked. Okay, so you can see this concept. So what is the definition? Type conversion happen when JavaScript automatically or manually convert one data type into another, right? Because you are not doing anything here, JavaScript automatically converting it, right? So what is the like what we can take from here? So if we are adding string to number, so number 2 converted to the string. If we are subtracting, so string converted to the number. Okay, explicit coercion when the programmer manually converts value using function, right? So we have some function, number, string, boolean. So basically this is the implicit where JavaScript doing work. Okay, so this is implicit. And explicit, what is explicit? This is the explicit where we are using JavaScript inbuilt function directly. Number, like this is the string value, and in JavaScript we have the number. So directly by using number we can change to the number, string to number, string. Here I can change the number into the string, and here like boolean if you will use, so it will give the false value because there is nothing inside this boolean, right? So I think you understand it, right? Arithmetic operators. Operator is also very important. Here we can see it. Okay, arithmetic operator are used for the mathematical calculation. Arithmetic operator are used for the mathematical calculation like adding, subtracting, multiplication, division, this modules. Okay, exponentiation. Okay, so here like in simple example we can understand, let a equal to 10 and b equal to 3. So I will just copy and paste here. Okay, because we have already taken this value, so what we will do, we will comment error code for now only. Okay, so now it will not give error. So what we are doing, we have a equal to 10, b equal to 3, a plus b equal to 13, a minus b 7. So we can perform arithmetical operation. Okay, a minus b 7, a into, this is the into basically. So 10, 3, 30. A divide, if we will divide, okay, by 3, so it will be 3.33. A, so basically this is the reminder. When you use this module, this is the reminder. Okay, when you will divide 10 into by 3, so it will be the one reminder, right? And a equal to b, so it will give us the 1000. Okay, so basically exponential is power of this 3. Okay, so काफ़ी अब हिंदी में थोड़ा सा बता देता हूँ कि कैसे क्या हो रही हैं चीज़ें. लेट कॉन्स्ट एंड वेर क्या थे. लेट कॉन्स्ट और वेर से हमने वेरिएबल को डिक्लेयर किया. ओके, और हमने फिर उसमें डिफरेंस देखा कि क्या डिफरेंस है. वेर हम यूज़ करते थे एक लाइक बिफोर 2015, राइट. सो बाय वेर हम सेम तरीके के वेरिएबल में यूज़ कर सकते थे, सेम वेरिएबल को डिफाइन कर सकते थे. ओके, सो आपको ये कोई एरर नहीं देगा. बट आप लेट यूज़ करोगे तो वो एरर देगा कि यू कैन नॉट डिक्लेयर विथ सेम वेरिएबल. ओके, यू कैन नॉट डिक्लेयर एनी वेरिएबल विथ सेम नेम. ओके, एंड इन लेट वी कैन असाइन द न्यू वैल्यू, बट इन कॉन्स्ट आप कोई नई वैल्यू नहीं दे सकते हो. फिर उसके बाद हमने डेटा टाइप्स देखे. प्रिमिटिव डेटा टाइप्स में क्या देखा हमने कि हम कौन कौन से डेटा टाइप्स होते हैं. ओके, नंबर होता है, बूलियन होता है, स्ट्रिंग होता है, इनडिफाइंड होता है, नल होता है. ओके, एंड नॉन प्रिमिटिव में हमने देखा कि एरे है ऑब्जेक्ट है। टाइप कोहेरेशन में क्या हो रहा है कि हमें खुद से चेंज नहीं कर रहे हैं हम उसका टाइप, राइट। इम्प्लिसिट कोहेरेशन में हमने क्या देखा, जावास्क्रिप्ट ने खुद ही चेंज किया। ओके, सो हेयर 5, अगर हम 5 में अगर 2 ऐड कर रहे हैं तो उसने 5 2 दिया, इसका मतलब 2 को भी उसने स्ट्रिंग में चेंज कर दिया जावास्क्रिप्ट ने। बट हम ऐड कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे उल्टा हो रहा है, 5 स्ट्रिंग से नंबर में कन्वर्ट हो जा रहा है। और 2 + 1 क्या हो रहा है, 2 becomes 1। ओके, सॉरी 2, बिकॉज ट्रू क्या होता है, 1 हो जाएगा तो 1 + 1 2। जावास्क्रिप्ट में ट्रू मतलब 1 होता है और फॉल्स मतलब 0 होता है। एक्सप्लिसिट में क्या है कि हम कोई नंबर को अपने कुछ फंक्शंस के थ्रू, लाइक नंबर हो गया, स्ट्रिंग हो गया, बुलियन हो गया, तो हम डायरेक्टली चेंज कर सकते हैं। ओके, और यह हम यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हैं, हम यहाँ पे लॉजिकल ऑपरेशन को परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं कि ऐड कर रहे हैं तो क्या होगा, और सब्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं तो क्या होगा, एंड अगर इंक्लूड कर रहे हैं तो क्या होगा, डिवाइड कर रहे हैं तो क्या होगा, और मॉड्यूल, दिस इज़ द मॉड्यूल सिंबल। ओके, सो ये सब हमने अभी तक कवर कर लिया है। आई होप आपको समझ में आ रहा होगा। कंपैरिजन ऑपरेटर्स क्या होते हैं? ओके, कंपैरिजन ये भी इम्पोर्टेंट है। कंपैरिजन मीन्स लाइक if you will do 5 and 5, right, so that is true because value and check only value. So if you will do equal, so it will check on the value, like this is 5 5 true. Okay, you check value and type. Here you can see this is the number, this is the string, because this double inverted comma, right? So type is different, so it will give the false. Okay, and 5 is equal to, say this, not equal to 5 5, so it will be true. Okay, check inequality by value and type. Okay, so inequality it is checking, so it will, yeah, it is wrong, so it is like, it is true statement, right? So it is not true, so it is true. Okay, statement is true. So we have this. Okay, numerical comparison. Okay, if this is greater than or less than, greater than equal to, and less than equal to. Okay, so comparison operator we can understand now. Okay, logical, this is the logical operator used to combine multiple conditions. Okay, and means, yeah, I think you know, like and or not, what is this, right? एंड में क्या होता है, एंड में अगर आपका 1 और 1 है तो ही 1 होगा। अगर आप इस तरह से आप समझ सकते हो कि 1 को अगर 1 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो 1 होगा, अगर 1 को 0 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो रिजल्ट हमेशा 0 होगा, चाहे 0 को 1 से करोगे जब भी रिजल्ट 0 होगा। तो एंड का में दोनों कंडीशन शुड बी ट्रू। ओके, इफ़ वी कैन यूज़ एंड विथ व्हेन बोथ द कंडीशन शुड बी ट्रू। और अगर मैं और की बात करेंगे, और में अगर 1 प्लस, और मीन्स प्लस, एंड मीन्स इनटू, अगर 1 में 0 ऐड करेंगे तब भी रिजल्ट 1 होगा, और 0 में 1 ऐड करेंगे तब भी रिजल्ट 1 होगा। ओके, सो हेयर इन दिस केस ओनली वन कंडीशन शुड बी ट्रू। ओके, नॉट मीन्स लाइक इट इज़ लाइक नॉट इज लाइक इफ़ 1 है सो 0 होना चाहिए, 0 है तो 1 होना चाहिए। ओके, सो दीज आर द स्टेटमेंट्स। काफ़ी बड़ा हो रहा है वीडियो, बस यही टॉपिक रह गया है। इफ़ एंड एल्स, सो इफ़ एंड एल्स को समझ लेते हैं, एक एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं। सो अगर मैं एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं यहाँ पे इफ़ एंड एल्स का, इफ़ ए कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट, कंडीशनल अलाउ अस टू कंट्रोल द फ्लो ऑफ द प्रोग्राम डिपेंडिंग ऑन द कंडीशन। ओके, सो हियर वी कैन सी वन एग्जाम्पल क्विक। Yeah, so here you can see this is okay, like if here we are like a equal to 10, right? We have declared a equal to 10, a equal to 10, then it is give me alert, right? It's true, yes. Here you can see yes is coming, right? So if I will write here 5, so what will happen? Firstly Okay, so it when it's coming giving me yes. Okay, so because here we are directly assigning the value. Okay, so condition is what will happen, let's check. Okay, so because we are not defining anywhere, so this is giving me true. So what is the like a not equal to 5, right? If we write 10, okay, now see it, so it is not executed. So what I want to tell you, this block of code, if you writing something inside the if, this is the condition. Okay, कंडीशन जब भी ट्रू होगी जब ब्लॉक ये एग्जीक्यूट होगा. ओके, अगर मैं यहाँ पे लिख दूँ एल्स अलर्ट नो. ओके, so you can see no will should come here, right? Because what we are saying, if something is true, then this block of code should be executed. If something is wrong, so this block of code should be executed. Okay, okay, so this is the if and else. Okay, now we have if and else and else if. Also else if is very important. So else if example we can see here. Yeah, this is else if. Yeah, use the else if statement to specify new condition if the first condition is false. Okay, so now you can give many conditions, like if this condition block of code is to be executed if condition is true. Okay, and this is the second condition, if else if condition 2 should be true, then this block will execute it. If these two conditions is not true, so this else block will execute it. Okay, here you can see example. Okay, so basically this is the example. I hope you understand. Okay, so basically if else. Okay, in this we can put multiple condition. Okay, and we have switch case also we can, like, this is the good way to provide multiple condition, right? If else is just difficult to write everywhere, so it's better solution to use switch case. Okay, so switch means if let day equal to 2, so switch day 2, case 1 and Monday, if case 2 then Tuesday, default console log other day. Okay, so this case, if like this is 2, right, so this case should be executed, or will print the console log 2. Okay, you can see it. Okay, time is not defined, so yeah, remove this one. Here you can see Tuesday is coming because case 2 is true, right? So this 2 is okay. Let's make it 4, so value will be the other day. Okay, if we are not, it is not matching the condition, then default block will execute it. Okay, ternary operator, this is also ternary operator. Ternary operator, you can give condition one line, like if this value is true, then this code will execute it. If this is false, then second this code will execute it. Okay, so here you can just check it some for the practice purpose. Okay, so तो ये थी आज की वीडियो गाइस. सो मैंने जितना हो सकता था उतने अच्छे से आज के टॉपिक को कवर किया है. तो गाइस प्लीज़ आप इस कोर्स को ज्वाइन करो, अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करो, क्योंकि ये ट्रेनिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ठीक है, तो इस ट्रेनिंग के सहायता से आप जॉब भी लग सकती है आपकी, और आपको नॉलेज ही होगी, और आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे अपने साइट से भी, तो डेफिनेटली ये आपको कोर्स हेल्प करेगा. ओके, So thank you so much guys, please subscribe my channel, and good luck, all the best, thank you so much.